The status of Randall Cobb's health is still a question mark tonight, as Mike McCarthy didn't have any update on his ankle injury that forced him to leave yesterday's game in the third quarter. But the Packers head coach did say that Cobb will remain the team's kick returner. That is, of course, if he stays healthy. The wide receiver injured his ankle when he was tackled by Tennessee's Tracy Wilson while returning a punt. This after Cobb set the franchise single-season record for all-purpose yardage and led the team in receiving before he left the game. McCarthy said Cobb seemed optimistic about his health, and the team's medical staff wasn't very concerned either. Injured or not, Cobb is just too valuable.
No, Randall Cobb is a big part of our success on special teams. Our special teams has been our most consistent unit of our football team from week 1 to week 15. So you don't establish in the way you play and then all of a sudden change going in the last week of the season. So we'll see what happens here with Randall, and we'll evaluate his injury and then we'll make decisions as we move forward. But the philosophy of him playing on special teams has not changed.
If there was anything disappointing about Sunday's 55-7 win over the Titans, it was that the score wasn't 55-0. The Packers hadn't shut out an opponent since Week 8 of 2010 against the Jets, and for a while it looked like Green Bay would get it done until Tennessee scored with 1 minute and 39 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, we definitely won it. I mean, it's not too often you can shut a team out in the NFL. We came up short. It's usually kind of how it happens. You can hang on for a long time and then they just find a way to make a play to get in the end zone. But overall, we feel pretty good about it.
Me personally, I was selfish. I was a little angry, when it happened. But you can't discredit what happened the whole game.
The Wisconsin football team is in the midst of a 2-day break, a time the Badgers can spend with their families before they jump on a jet to California on Christmas Day. For 6 of the 9 Badger assistant coaches, the Rose Bowl will be the final game representing Wisconsin before they head off to new opportunities. New Badger head coach Gary Anderson already announced he's retaining Ben Strickland and Thomas Hammock. So O-line coach Bart Miller is the only one unaccounted for. Anderson is going to consider keeping Miller on his tight ends coach, and a move Barry Alvarez would certainly back, considering the job Miller's done this season.
Seeing a young coach like that take over in a very difficult situation tells me a couple things about him. Number one, the players like him. They want to play for him. They don't want to let him down. He was very organized. In a quiet way, he gets the job done. And his actions and the way the players have improved speaks volumes of the coaching job he did.
The Rose Bowl just a week from tomorrow, and I guess the flights were a little cheaper leaving on Christmas Day.
Yes, I bet so. And you know what? Before we go anywhere, I just want to mention to the viewers, we all know it's Christmas Eve, but it's also David DeGuzman's birthday.
Oh, thank you.
So happy birthday, David.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
What are you going to do? What are you doing today?
I don't know. We'll figure out something by 10
You're
o'clock.
working. That's what you're doing. You're working.
Doing what I love.
All right. Thanks, David.